Well, I am hoping that this YouTube live is going to be better than my last one. My last one, I had some technical glitches, and I looked like kind of like what was the guy's name? Max Headroom. Uh, that's old. If you remember that, you're yeah. That's been a long time ago. But it's kind of jerky. Hey, good morning. This is a Monday morning, and I do a Facebook Live on Monday mornings, and so I wanted to do this as well because, frankly, I need to practice. I am hoping to do a regular YouTube Live on. I'm right now leaning toward Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock Central Time. So if you don't subscribe to this channel, subscribe. I'll probably announce it. I'm going to figure this out. But hey, anyway, hey, great. It's Monday morning. I'm glad you're here. If you're seeing this on a replay, I'm Eric. I'm from ericdieter.com is my website. And I am an entrepreneur. I'm an author. I'm a life coach. And I say I live my life from the inside out. And I want to help you do the same thing. Because living from the inside out is living a full life, living a big life, living the life that you want to live. One of the things and this is something I shared on Facebook this morning. I'm sharing it here. I'm not going to double up on my content all the time. So if you follow me on Facebook and you're here, this is not going to be a regular thing, but I want to get this live done and get it under my belt so I can kind of have an idea of what I'm doing. What I talked about is the fear of what other people think. I've been dealing with this, and I think, quite frankly, a lot of people deal with it. My coach talked about dealing with the stuff that she'd been carrying up for all of her life, and having clothes that she kept just because. I think all of us do. And from the time that you're little, I mean, if you ever had someone, your parents or teachers, when you were little, say, well, you should pay attention to what other people think. What would other people think if you do that? I got that when I was, and I still get that. I get that from the person I live with. And sometimes, yes, I need to pay attention, because what will happen is I'll put on clothes, and it's like, I don't care what anybody. I put on clothes that feel comfortable, and invariably we're going to be going out for dinner. My wife she knows this. She will do a check and she'll scan and go, are you wearing that? Now I've learned that means I need to really not be wearing that, because I used to say, well, of course, these clothes are on my body, and so therefore I am wearing this. That comment did not go over very well the first time I tried it, and I haven't used it since. So when my wife looks at me and says, are you wearing that? I realize that it's probably something that I need to pay attention to, because of, I want to say, oh yeah, I don't care. I don't care what other people think. But if I want to make a good impression, the clothes that I wear matter. And it took me a long time. It took me too long before my wife, who loves me dearly, she convinced me that, hey, what you put out to the world, you need to make a good impression. So, and I try to do that here. I try to make a good impression. There's a balance between being myself and actually being socially acceptable. I have to balance that. But there are some times when what other people think should not matter. There are times I shouldn't give a. And I don't know if you're supposed to swear here on YouTube, so I won't. But it's in the title. I don't give a F. That is something I have to learn when to say that. And there's a story that happened to me the last couple of weeks that I want to share related to that. I am a runner. I'm an ultra marathon runner. I have a group of people that I run with. They encourage me. They accept me. It's something that's important to me. And in order to train, I track my miles. I had a Garmin watch, It would track the miles that I ran automatically. It would upload it to the Garmin website, and so I could keep track of where I was at as far as my training plan. And it was linked only to the Garmin site. Now, a lot of people that I'd run with, they were on an application called Strava. Now, if you are a bicyclist, or I think there are several different endurance sports and training things that you can be on that Strava will track. Running is one of them. Bicycling is the other. I don't know if they track swimming or other things, but usually runners and bicyclists are the ones who are big users of Strava. And so Strava is like Facebook for runners and cyclists. What I didn't know was, and I'd back up, I had resisted linking my Garmin information with Strava. It's like, why do I need another social network? I can't maintain all of the ones that I'm on already. So why would I do something more? But I was going to an event with a guy that we were going down to Arkansas to run in a race. And he was talking to me about Strava. And I thought, oh, well, maybe I should go ahead and link up my Garmin account to Strava and, interact with some of the people that I run with. So I went ahead and did it. And I linked my Garmin account to Strava. Well, what I didn't realize is that it automatically, anytime I run, it automatically uploads to Strava, and everyone can see what I've done. And we've had a lot of rain here in Kansas City. So I was out and I was running. It was muddy. So I had to go slow. And this thought came into my mind. Oh my goodness, what are people going to think? I'm out here running, but most of it's walking because it's so muddy. I couldn't really get any speed. I was having to walk down the hills. I was having to walk up the hills. The only place I could run was if it's a little bit level. And then I thought, what are people going to think when they look at what this happens on Strava? When this information comes onto Strava, what are people going to think of me? And I was like, oh my goodness, why do I care? Why do I give a fact? And I thought, I'm doing it. I am letting other people, what I think other people might say, what I think they might think, I was letting them determine what I do. And like, I'm out here, I'm following my training plan. Why do I care what they think of me? But it was in the back of my mind. And I'm thinking, I have to put a stop to that, because my training plan, I've got it set. I have a goal in mind. I run slower than most people. And in my training, I'm running even slower than I can. So I'm really slow. But that's me. That's what I'm doing. And the pressure of what other people think could have sidelined me, could have been something that if I had not been paying attention, it could have been really bad. To give you an idea about how that would be, is imagine if Facebook tracked what you do. Anytime you went to a restaurant, it automatically posted what restaurant you were at and what you ate there. And you didn't have any control of it. So anytime you went to McDonald's, it uploaded on your timeline. You couldn't escape showing the world what you ate every meal. That's what Strava was like. The only way I could stop that is to disconnect it. But it's like, I am going to deal with the psychological pressure of what other people might think, and I'm going to just say I don't give a about it, and I'm just going to go on. But there's other areas in my life that I have to do the same thing, and so there's that delicate balance. I don't want to piss people off intentionally, but I want to be true. I want to be myself. I want to do the things I decide I want to do. I want to live my life from the inside out, not trying to please other people. That's what I'm about here on this channel. I talk about living from the inside out. Means my values, my identity, who I am is how I live. And who I am produces the kind of life that I have. So I am glad that if you're watching this on a replay, I'd be glad to have you subscribe. I'd be glad to hear your feedback. Whatever you think about this video, do you have struggles? Do you have times where you've bowed to social pressure, where you've let other people's opinions influence what you do? It happens to all of us. It's natural. That's a natural part of being human. We just have to sort out whether I'm going to follow the crowd and be acceptable to the society, or do the thing that is right, look good to other people, or am I going to do my own thing and I don't care what they think? Which way do you come down for the most part of your life, and how's it work for you? I will be back again. I don't have a regular schedule for lives on YouTube yet, but look for me on Wednesday nights. I'm looking to have some guests and going to get the technology worked out. Thanks for joining me. I will see you next time.